During their brief 5 months together, this woman says her boyfriend lavished her with more than $1 million in gifts.
He did buy me a lot of gifts every time that, he would want to take me to Chanel or anything. He would spend over $100,000.
At a single time?
When 26-year-old Stephanie Grzansky met 59-year-old Stephen Klubeck, she considered him quite a catch, despite their age difference. Klubeck is worth an estimated $100 million, a fortune he made in the timeshare industry.
I'm Stephen J. Klubeck, Chairman and CEO of Diamond Resorts.
9 years ago, he appeared on Undercover Boss.
Hi, I'm Jack.
I'm Sarah.
He became obsessed with me and wanted to marry me.
But their relationship soured, and now the multimillionaire wants all his gifts back. Klubeck says he fell in love with Stephanie, but now he says he feels duped.
Little did I know that while I was working in my various homes and my children were in the home and my employees, she was shooting porn in the bathrooms and putting it on OnlyFans.
Stephanie confirms she's a model on the website OnlyFans, where she posts provocative photos of herself for paying subscribers. She's also big on Instagram with 1.8 million followers.
You're worth $100 million. You run a multinational corporation. How did this 25-year-old model dupe you?
Well, you know what? We had a security failure, Jim. Our security folks did not unlock the pages on OnlyFans. We made a mistake. We saw the content that was extremely pornographic, which showed my assets used as backdrops.
Assets like his mansion and his jet. But Stephanie claims her boyfriend knew everything about her from the beginning.
He used to call up his friends and say, hey, Steph's outside taking photos. I was taking a photo on a horse and I was naked, and he called up his neighbor to come and watch. He actually loved it. It was kind of like a routine. Like every day he would tell me how much he made on stocks, and he would ask me how much I made on OnlyFans. He also let me use his private plane to shoot nude content. He loved it. He thought it was hot.
Jim, fictitious. She's reckless. She's a menace. She's a con.
Stephanie's lawyer, Arthur Barron, says by asking for all those gifts back, totaling more than $1 million, Klubeck is trying to ruin her financially.
He made it clear that he has tons of money, and he would use that money to litigate with her, to keep suing her until she went broke.
Klubeck refutes that, but one thing's for sure, sometimes breaking up is hard to do.
Ah, yes. Breaking up is hard to do, right? Well, that depends. If we're talking being in love, or genuine emotions between two people in a relationship, then yeah, I agree. A hard breakup's gonna hurt. But if we're talking a transactional arrangement between a buyer and a seller, then this so-called breakup should be like terminating any other business contract. Guys, if you think this multi-millionaire who's pushing 60 and looks like a Saint Bernard got into a relationship with his Instagram model by chatting her up at a bar or matching with her on Tinder, then you are incredibly naive. This relationship is a product of what's called sugar dating. And in this market, you have a wealthy, typically older man known as a sugar daddy who pays for a romantic sexual relationship with typically a younger, beautiful woman known as a sugar baby. Now, these payments are either in the form of a direct allowance or expensive gifts, many times both. The point of this arrangement is to mimic a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but rather than real genuine attraction being the glue that keeps the couple together, it's money that keeps the woman around and sex that keeps the man around. You may think this sounds very similar to prostitution. And this Instagram model, Stephanie, isn't just a sugar baby. No, she's actually double dipping into the simp coffers and striking while the iron is young and hot by not only selling herself to the highest bidding sugar daddy, but also selling her sexuality at scale online on the popular website OnlyFans. In this video, we're going to cover how this industry works, all the parties involved in this OnlyFans and sugar dating network, and what I think the future holds for the online market of monetized sexuality. So if you're ready to go down this rabbit hole, keep watching.
to be hard, but my niggas know they ain't just hoes. It's some niggas, trying to be hard, but my niggas know they ain't just hoes. It's some hoes, it's some hoes, it's some hoes.
We had a security failure, Jim, that was extremely pornographic. Fictitious. She's reckless. She's a menace. She's a con.
You know, even know that,
The website OnlyFans was launched in London, England back in November 2016 as a subscription service that allows for sexually explicit content. Think of it as an adult version of Instagram or Patreon, where popular content creators from different industries, whether music, television, or social media, funnel their fan base behind a paywall if they want to have access to exclusive content that's usually not safe for work. Like Patreon, all the top earners on OnlyFans already have a large following elsewhere, and this is just another way for them to monetize that following. As for sugar dating, the #1 website for this is Seeking.com, formerly SeekingArrangement.com. Unlike OnlyFans, whose subscription prices range from $5 to $50 a month, if you want to engage in sugar dating, you better have a much larger budget, since the average sugar baby allowance is roughly $3,000 a month.
Bruh.
This arrangement buys you all the trappings of a traditional boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but whether it's through a computer screen or in person, sexuality isn't the only thing being monetized here. The market of monetized sexuality is growing. In just the last 2 years, OnlyFans grew from 7 million users to 170 million. That's a worldwide growth rate of roughly 500,000 new users per day. And the number of OnlyFans content creators went from 100,000 to 1.5 million. As of 2018, the top website for sugar dating, Seeking.com, had over 20 million active members, and millions more joining every year. And this growth is also very profitable. In 2020 alone, OnlyFans made an estimated $2.4 billion in revenue, and by charging 20% on all transactions, the company made almost $400 million in net profits. And these income figures are projected to triple this year. As an investor, when I see massive growth and profitability in an industry, I always take it back to first principles and ask why. Not only why are these sites so popular and profitable, but why do they even exist? What unique value offer are they bringing to the market? Why are so many people joining OnlyFans for adult content when there's an endless supply of it for free through tube sites and even more sold online by professional adult entertainers? Why is there sugar dating when you can legally access prostitution in the state of Nevada, and there's several other black market options available? This rising market isn't just about monetizing sexuality, but the growth of artificial relationships, be it through an artificial girlfriend that interacts with you online, or one that goes on dates and sleeps with you in person. Humans are both social and sexual animals. Men and women who cannot access these relationships organically turn to platforms like OnlyFans and Seeking to buy them. As for the legality of this market, the content on OnlyFans is protected under the First Amendment, and sugar dating is legal as long as there's no direct exchange of sex for money. Legally, any relationship that's ongoing and not purely about sex can't really be classified as prostitution. Any nation trying to criminalize something as fundamental as monetized sexuality will lead to inevitable circumvention, be it through legal loopholes like we're seeing with OnlyFans and sugar dating, or illegal black markets. Human nature inevitably breaks through social constructs.
I am inevitable.
One of the things that I love about investing in entrepreneurship is that it pays to look at market dynamics objectively and invest accordingly. So for now, I'll be checking to see if OnlyFans is still looking for investors. And for all the sexless lonely men out there, remember, if you have some money, you have some options.